Hi people, today we're going to be talking about this book by Holly Jackson, and as you can see, it's the reappearance of Rachel Price. I have to say that I completely love this book. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I did love the fact that we have this girl who is very angsty at the beginning of the book because she was left behind by her mom. Her mom, it's like this mystery on the town where she has grown up. And it's like everyone wants to know what happened with her. Because one day she completely disappeared and she, Belle, as a baby, was left in the back seat of a car. So she feels like everything that she does is kind of shadowed by her mother. Because she is not Belle Price, she is the daughter of Rachel Price. She goes to the school and everyone knows about her mom. And she has grown up with this idea that everyone lives. So he has gotten to be an expert into pushing people away, because that way it hurts less, because she's the one choosing to leave everything and everyone behind. So at the very beginning we have this girl, as I was saying, and she is making this interview because there's going to be this documentary about, as I was saying, this disappearance of Rachel Price. And you can see from the very beginning that she felt kind of displaced because her mom didn't choose to, to run with her, to bring her baby along with wherever it was she was running to. And because Belle thinks that she ran away, that she hadn't been abducted or something like that. And you can see that she's a very angry character, and as I was saying before, in the way that she pushes everyone away because she doesn't want to be hurt. You can see that she's angry at what happened to her, and she expresses all this hurt and all this vulnerability by having this facade of being this angry teenager, and you can see very early on that she's kind of protecting herself. So what happens at the very beginning of the book? We have Rachel Price coming back home. How? She explains the story, but Belle doesn't believe it, because there's some inconsistencies in the story that her mom is telling, and also her coming back is bringing this kind of weird tension inside the family, not only directly with Belle's dad, with her uncles, and it's like she gets into her head that her mom is lying, that there is some bigger truth that she isn't sharing, and she wants her gone. So I do love that we have the story told by Belle's viewpoint. And at one point in the story, you begin to question whether or not she is a reliable or an unreliable character. If she is biased, and by the way that she's presenting the information to you, the reader, you're being misled into believing that Rachel Price is not who she is, that she's not telling the truth, that something is wrong. So you embark on this journey and you keep on reading because you don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, is she telling the truth? Isn't she? It's something that Belle is making up because she doesn't like how the relationships at home have changed. Maybe it's her distrust, because from the very beginning of the book you have this girl who keeps pushing people apart because she doesn't want to have relationships, and now suddenly mom's back and everything is kind of weird. So I did love that you really don't know what's going on until, like, practically the very end. I'm not going to say anything about it, so don't worry. But I did love this feeling, this trepidation about what really is going on, who's telling the truth, is anyone telling the truth, what the hell is going on in this story. And this is something that I love about Holly Jackson's books. And it's that you begin reading it and then suddenly you're like, absorbed into the story and you cannot put it down. I had to be doing like 1,000 things now, and I just couldn't put it down. I just couldn't put the book down. I had to know how it ended. And even when you begin to see how everything fits, you cannot put it down until the last page because you want to know how everything is going to turn out. So for me, this book was amazing. I have to say that I do love this one, and I also love the one called 5 Survive. There's this trilogy that she has, probably her most famous work, but I have to say that I love these standalones too. They are amazing. And I think that if you like good mystery books where you are unsure of what's going on, about whether or not the main character is telling lies to you or is telling the whole story or not. If you want to be kept at the edge of your seat, wondering what the hell is going on, these books by this author are it. They are amazing books, and I love it. And I love the characters. I love how well-rounded everyone is. And the conclusions, once you have closed the book and, you know, everything has ended, are very satisfying. It all makes sense. It all connects so amazingly. And I think that then you begin to think about things that you saw at the very beginning of the book or in the middle of the book, and all makes sense. So yeah, an amazing book. It was amazing. Yeah. And that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye.